Hello everybody, we're going live from TikTok once again. I will put my PayPal link in the description below. And I wanted to describe a message to you guys that came to me. I made a TikTok just now, and I wanted to talk about everything being the appearance of light and what light really means. Light is the appearance of all things. Light is the appearance of solid awareness of God, of the subtle recognition of Christ consciousness, of time traveling. Light is the appearance of all incarnations happening simultaneously. So when we think of ourselves as light codes, as reprogramming our DNA, if you will, every time that we understand that we are the light that is recognizing itself once again, that it is an awareness that you can recognize once again and understand that the light is the appearance of all things. It is manifestation. Light is everything. But without light, we don't have anything. And without anything, we can understand awareness. When we understand that we are a nothingness, that we are a void, we can understand this light. And sometimes we have to go through the dark night of the soul and go through our own darkness to find the light, but we have to allow that light and that dark to be one so that it can recalibrate itself and become light. But light, when it becomes light and there is no darkness anymore, you understand the underlying fact that light is the appearance of all that there is. It's the appearance of all things known to man, known to woman, known to self, known to the I am. But it's not knowing. It's not really having to have the subtle recognition of knowing, but it's just allowing that light to flow and allowing that light source code to be your guide. So you can understand in a sense that being very loving and compassionate and giving yourself to God is allowing yourself to emulate the light and allow yourself to walk that fine line of walking into that golden oasis of light, because you're walking into a path that is aligned, and it's going to test you and it's going to make you vibrate at that frequency. It's going to force you almost to vibrate at that frequency. It's going to force you to shine where people don't feel like you should shine. And it's also going to make you make a stamp, leave your mark, and make big, bold changes within this world because we're emulating the same light. So light is giving us the recognition that we are really all the same, that we really are the same transcendental consciousness, that we are source, that we are source to source, and that we're God and goddesses, and that this is the golden age right now, is that we can finally understand that once we accept the light, we're actually leading with our heart. We're actually leading from a sense of sensitivity. We're coming from a sense of love, inclusiveness, acceptance, true, bold acceptance, and also just allowing everything to be as it is and to know that everything has relativity within everything. So you are that relevant force that is driving. There's a polarity. There's so much different ways of using your mannerisms, using ways of expressing, ways of emulating the light of source, and also just ways that you can allow yourself to heal and allow yourself to change and allow yourself to just allow for allowance. But when the light doesn't know itself, then we are all truthfully living in misunderstanding. But not knowing is truly understanding, because you don't have to know everything right at this exact moment. But everything has phenomenon by wanting to be in the pursuit of seeking to figure out and to know and to study and to be precise and to know that the hypothesis is that the question will always be a gateway for you to see how far can you really take this, how There is no end, there is no limit to what human beings could do when they have true acceptance of this light, because light is the appearance of all manifestations, of all creation, of all transcendence. So, when you allow the light to flood your being, you're allowing your mind to be reshaped. You're allowing yourself to encapsulate a different way to express your body, to express your light body. The light body is when the higher self tries to channel you, and you try to channel the higher self. But when the higher self and the body become one, it allows you to become the soul. The soul is the light. So if the soul is the light, then the light of your soul will never mislead you. Light is how everything appears. So from 0-point creation, which I've talked about many times, what happens when we incarnate here, it's like we're going through a telescope, and at the end of that telescope, there is that black space, but once we go through it, then there's this beautiful transcendent light of awareness that peers into the periscope of creation. It allows everything to flow and to blossom and to see where you're going to go and to see what lifetime that you're a part of, and also just what certain situations and a person that you're taking within this vessel. So really what you are is a starseed, the light, that encompasses this vessel, in a sense. So every time that you feel that you are in the dark or that you are alone, the light does not feel anything. The light does not perceive anything. The light is what it is all the time. It is a continuously, infinitesimally expanding, growing nature of understanding truth and light and love and prosperity and transcendence within oneself. So if we have to try to become the light, then it's not really doing spirituality when you're trying to do spirituality. Spirituality should be free-flowing, and it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you have to be judgmental. It doesn't mean you have to agree to disagree. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have days where you don't feel as great. It doesn't mean that you're not going to go through things that feel as if you're being pushed or being led, or it's so exciting and almost overwhelming at the same time. But that's what the beauty is about knowing that you're becoming the light, is that self-realization is really the chakras being open and excited. It's like when someone scares you, your chakras actually awaken even more, and that's why you kind of get scared. And it's not really you're getting scared, it's just for a moment there that person kind of jumped out at you and your chakras went like that. So if your chakras are portals and gateways within yourself, then they are light source codes, and they are light stargates that are able to garner more knowledge, more wisdom, more balance, and are able to tap into every type of frequency, into every cosmic antenna. So what you're doing when you're becoming the light, it's just embracing more of your interconnectedness. It's embracing more of, I'm connected to the source of all things. I'm connected to the vortex. Sorry, I had a piece of cigar in my mouth. So, understanding this is that there is nothing that you cannot be. There is nothing that you can't tap into. There's nothing that you can't be. There's nothing that you can't see. There's nothing that you can't dream of. There's nothing that you can't do nothing with. So I know that sounds kind of like superfluous stuff here, but when you understand that you're resonating within your legion of energy. Also, feel free to share out, feel free to donate here. Private sessions, 1 hour for $100, 2 hours for $200. We're doing a message, and we'll also probably do a meditation as well to kind of anchor that light in. So what you're doing is really anchoring yourself to hope in a sense, and also anchoring yourself to that light. So what you're doing when you're meditating, you don't even realize that you're doing it. You're actually sending out, and we're all sending out all together. We're having input and output, but it's more than that. But we're actually sending light out into the universe, because there's many people who go through tough times, economy, sicknesses, or whatever that may be. We don't realize every time that we're meditating, we're sending that light back into the radio wave frequency, and we're tapping into our alpha, gamma, beta waves. And even though I'm not very well versed in that, but there is some truth in those waves of energy, the violet waves of energy. Because violet light is a ninth dimensional light, so the light allows us to tap into many different dimensions. So it allows us to tap into many different dimensions of ourselves. Even though that there are a monad and I am presence, there's 12 aspects of ourselves, brothers, sisters, daughters, and cousins, that are on the same path and are all emitting the same light. So when you are feeling the brunt of it, or you're going through a lot of shadow work, or you're changing a lot within your own organism, what is really happening is that you're coming back to all 12 aspects of yourself. You're anchoring that light. You're going through that journey all simultaneously, because light is simultaneous. Light is omnipresent. So understanding that light is forever eternal and omnipresent and everywhere all the time, and it is not based in linearity in time or physical sense and physical doing. But light is where you can see for the first time. You don't have to have your hands on the steering wheel anymore. You don't have to have your hands on the handlebars on your bike. So when you're giving yourself to God, in a sense, and what I mean by giving yourself to God is meaning just giving yourself to that divine source of creation. So like when you say that, when you declare that I am going to give myself to God, you're actually giving up all of your allegiances to the dark forces that you are giving your power away to. Because God does things by the way of the light of the Spirit, the truth of the Spirit, the will of the Spirit, and by the fruits of the Spirit. So when you are embracing God, you are becoming the Spirit. Some would call this, in a sense, the Holy Spirit. Right. But Jesus, God, Prophet Elijah, or Ryan Reynolds, or anybody, it doesn't matter. They are all still of that same essence, that same orchestration of energy. They're still that divine source of creation, even though they could be an actor or an architect or a singer or a person like myself who's getting on this camera and relaying a message that I needed to relay. So that means that we're still of the same light. we might be tapped into a different way, but it's not different. Everybody's unique, but it's not different. It's not something distorted, if you will. So, God, Ryan Reynolds, myself, there's nothing much different there. It's still of the same essence. It's still of the same source of creation that made the light of awareness, the light appearances of manifestations, creations, healings, sounds, frequencies, vibrations, words before there are words, senses before there are senses. So that's what the light is. That's what it is. It's everything. It's the grass, it's the trees, it's your dog, it's your children, it's your love that you give every day. It's the understanding of everything that you are. Everything is matter. In a sense, like this person said, everything is matter. But we're not based in gravity. So it's a cosmic matter. It's a way of seeing, in a sense. So also feel free to share out and feel free to donate as well. This is White Wolf. You can book private sessions with me. I'm a psychic, reader, healer, activator. Akashic records, loved ones on the other side have come a plethora of times. You can check me out on YouTube, White Wolf, the Oracle of Love, Light, and Wisdom, Facebook, TikTok. You can see the TikTok, Instagram, White Wolf 4741. Also, BitChute, White Wolf, the Oracle _@symbol. So this message is quite simple, but it's very complex and diverse. But it's really understanding that nobody is more special than anybody else, and nobody is more anointed than anybody else. Nobody is exempt from having to accept the light from within their self. Because it's going to take everything out of you. It's going to cost you everything, but it's going to cost you all the things that were limiting you. So what I mean by cost you everything, it's using that law of subtraction and using the law of addition. So every time that you subtract something, you get rid of something, you heal something, you integrate something within yourself, you are adding something within your space and generating different actions, different vibrations, different affirmations, different intentions. And then that's when you start manifesting more and you start attracting more in your life. And it's just really recognizing the light within everything that you do. If you can see the bright side of everything as you go through this life, your life will be a lot more easier. Sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But sometimes it's just getting to the end of the tunnel and seeing what's behind the door, what's behind the tunnel, what's beneath, what lies beneath everything. And it's just getting past it. And it's just having the willingness to go see for yourself. You never know if you don't try, and you never know if you don't take risks, and you never know. And you'll never see where eagles dare. You'll never see if you don't want to really seek for yourself and see for yourself. Sometimes it's okay if you even choose the hard way. It doesn't matter if you even choose the hard way. It doesn't matter if you go this direction or that direction, upstream, downstream, all over the place. It's going to get you back to the same directions. It's going to get you back to the same place. It doesn't matter where you're going. We're all going to the same place. We're all on time. There is no time, but we're all where we need to be. And everybody is essential to the wave of ascension, understanding that we're all this light bodies, Christ consciousness, oracles of love, light, and wisdom that are sent here to be the new prophets of the new age. Meaning, a lot of people are like anointed people, even in the Bible, and also just people in general. You can see Matt Kahn, or Abraham Hicks, or Bentinho Massaro, or people who have, Tony Robbins even people, some people don't like Joel Osteen, but I think he's a beautiful soul. And all of these people, in a sense, you can look at them and say that they are prophets. So we're all prophets of the light. And we're all sent here for the remembrance of this journey. And also, we're sent here to complete our mission or our assignment or why we're here in the first place. So we're here sent as prophets to complete the completion of creation. So it's just allowing yourself to be comfortable within your scope of creation. A lot of us are, some people are shotgunners, some people are snipers, some people drop the big nuclear bomb. And I'm saying this metaphorically because when we're creating and we're relaying the message, we're giving our services to people. We start off as a shotgunner, then we move up to the sniper. It's more precise, it's more aligned, and then you start to have that nuclear explosion of light where you're able to give so much and to receive so much all at once that you just emulate and emanate and encompass the soul to the point where your aura overshadows any type of darkness, distortion, disdain, condemnation, judgment, anything like that. So it overshadows and it overshines everything with your presence. So that's what light is. It's just overwhelming your presence with your awareness and with your aura, and understanding that the light is the source of all creation. So, feel free to share out, feel free to donate. You can book private sessions with me. I'm White Wolf. I'll be going live here regularly. It helps me make more content and things of that nature. So, we're going to do a quick meditation, very quick. So, please take a deep breath. Exhale. And allow yourself to be the light of all things, the light of source, the light of awareness, that light that shines on the dark night of the soul. Prayers, hymns, peaceful words, loving affirmations, intentions, and understanding that the longing is over, for you to recognize and remember that you are the light. I am the light of my soul. I am the truth of the Spirit. I am the love of the Spirit. I am the Spirit in human form. I am the riches and the fruits of the Spirit. There are no things anymore. There are no this or that. There are no distortions any longer, because I know that I am the light, and that the light is the I am. My aura, my heart, my mind, and my soul are a beacon to other hearts and minds. Take another deep breath. Exhale. Allow the light to accelerate the omnipresence that you are. Allow all the 12 aspects of yourself, the monad, the I am presence, to be perfectly in sync and alignment. Know that you can shine bright at any given moment, that you can be happy in spite of what is going on, that the truth will always set you free, and truth will always be the thing that stands. But love that you are this light, and that you found your way back to that source of creation that created you, that created everybody, that allows civilizations to shine forth. Buildings, rooftops, realms, angelic presences, dragons, the wisdom of the hidden realms, the Enochian angels, all of that can be so magical, the fairies, the prophets that are standing up to allow yourself to be that source of light, that source of creation, so that you can help everyone unite back into their own consciousness. And that everyone here is accepted. Emulate that frequency. See yourself in all parallel timelines, thriving. Just allow yourself to truthfully be the light, and allow it to shine forth in everything that you do. Allow yourself to be that sphere of light. Allow yourself to be that stargate. Allow yourself to be that shooting star that found its perfect vessel. Allowance is allowing. It is never ending. It is forever. And most of all, it is eternal. So be forever now, my friends, so that this love, this light, can shower over you so it can mold you and shape you and nurture you back into your true nature once again. Allow yourself to be directed by the I Am, by the Divine. And allow that message to resonate within your soul, within everything that you do, with everywhere that you go. And allow it to just be that genuine source of you tapping in to that flower of life. And that's the best feeling in the world, and you can't buy it. You can't buy the feeling of the divine just coming over you in such a way that utterly changes you. And it's just a profound grace that is showered over you, and that it is just the infinite expression of how the light can be everything all at once. So feel free to share out, feel free to donate. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. And also, you can book private sessions with me, 1 hour for $100, 2 hours for $200. And yeah, you can find me on Facebook, White Wolf the Oracle, Bloodline Wisdom, YouTube, the same thing, BitChute, White Wolf the Oracle, 23 _@, Instagram, White Wolf 4741. So you can find me there, but also feel free to donate, feel free to subscribe as well. And this is White Wolf. Thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed evening, morning, day, or night. I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the support, and I hope you all have a blessed evening, morning, day, or night. Thank you.